You also used to be a wrestler, is that right?
Still am.
Still am?
I'm fit in every girls' school in Britain.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're looking at 10 personalities that garnered admiration from British children, but when growing up saw these celebrities' fame turn to infamy in a fall from grace.
We go back a long time, what was it, several weeks ago, wasn't it, when we first met?
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Paul Des Ballard.
Good morning everyone, you are back with Dig It on GMTV.
As GMTV was partly owned by Disney, ITV was compelled to devote its weekend morning schedule for child audiences. GMTV Kids programme block, quickly renamed CITV, catered to kids of all ages, with cartoons and shows held together by Dig It. Essentially a rebranded Disney club, Dig It brought Fern Cotton over, along with fellow CITV linchpin Paul Ballard. Young and energetic, and for some reason calling himself Des, Ballard entertained young viewers until 2002's rebrand.
With these muscles, I don't think so.
But then, he seemingly disappeared from public view, with Cotton, who'd left in 2000, lamenting she'd lost touch with her former colleague. 20 years after leaving CITV, Ballard was found in jail, serving 19 years for causing death by dangerous driving via substance abuse and heinous sexual assaults. Number 9. Freddy Starr. Dominating the latter half of 20th century television, Freddy Starr was a troubled but irreverent one-man variety act. Popular with all ages, the comedian, singer and impressionist could deliver post-watershed risque stand-up as easily as family-friendly light entertainment, and appear on children's shows. But as audiences' sensibilities matured, Starr's comedy didn't evolve with the times. A 20-year addiction to Walliams decimated his heart, which, combined with his outdated comedy, saw Starr's TV appearances diminish, and allegations of historical misconduct uncovered by Operation U-Tree ended them completely. Although the CPS never formally charged Starr, he went all in on a defamation countersuit, which backfired, seemingly vindicating allegations. Broke, and his once stellar reputation now destroyed, Starr moved to Spain and died, leaving behind many unanswered questions of his conduct. Number 8. Sharron Davies.
Amazon's first time out on the Powerball floor. Mind you, she's in good company with two very seasoned campaigners.
For many, Sharron Davies is the former competitive swimmer who represented Team GB in 3 Olympic Games and instrumental in bringing 2012s to London. For others, she's a frequent and experienced commentator. For 90s kids, Davies might be more recognisable as Amazon, one of ITV's gladiators. But whilst various generations grew up watching her compete in the show, the pool, or hearing her punditry, recently her increasingly contentious views of trans athletes has alienated some former fans. In lieu of debate, Davies' more antagonistic approach against their inclusion includes obviously inflammatory tweets, calls for boycotting clothing brands that use trans athletes as models, and accusations that her previous sport rivals cheated. She has also set sights on drag communities, controversially equating acts to blackface. Number 7. John Barrowman. Scottish-American West End star John Barrowman seemingly exploded onto the TV scene. Somewhat of a polymath, the actor, singer, writer, comic book author and frequent presenter was already known by UK kids as one of the first presenters of Live and Kicking, BBC's version of CITV. But his turn as Captain Jack Harkness in the then recently revived Family Time stalwart Doctor Who would make him a household name, garnering presenting duties for myriad light entertainment shows, and even a New Who spin-off. Yet Barrowman allegedly had a bit of a problem resisting the urge to frequently get his tadger out. His supposed constant indecent exposures behind the scenes, ostensibly in jest, eventually became known, and Barrowman's TV opportunities dried up. Recently, he's appearing more often, but he's yet to recapture the screen presence he once had. Number 6. Sizzlin' Steve Kish.
He may hold a number of amazing records, but he's hungry for more.
Our previous 2 entries may not have seen scandal, but Stephen Kish more than makes up for it. The holder of over 50 world records, Sizzlin' Steve fronted CBBC's Officially Amazing. It was a perfect fit, showcasing attempts at getting into the record books. Beyond the show, Kish's dog grooming and boarding business, Tales of Love, all seemed fine until 2018, when police found the name was more than a bad pun. Kish possessed extremely explicit videos involving animals and humans, which is as far as we'll go with the details, and was promptly arrested. With a suspended prison sentence, a sexual harm prevention order registration, and 200 hours of community service, Kish might have avoided prison, but TV will never miss him. Number 5. Richard Bacon. In some cases, there can be, as this entry proves, room for redemption. Towards the end of the 1990s, Richard Bacon was a rising star on CBBC. Blue Peter, the iconic long-running children magazine show, had given the young presenter a mainstream presenting gig. But in only 18 months, it all came crashing down.
But there was also some sad news. You'll no doubt have heard that Richard is no longer on the programme.
The News of the World ran a story that Bacon had been abusing illegal substances, and tawdry rumours that he'd been taking drugs off the back of the Blue Peter tortoise ran rampant.
One of the Sunday newspapers reported that Richard Bacon, a Blue Peter presenter, had taken an illegal drug.
Although the latter was untrue, the Beeb distanced themselves by sacking him. However, at the time, Bacon was only hurting himself, and with his lesson learned, climbed back to grace, returning to presenting shows with older audiences.
Well, he gave them Coke.
I didn't give any tortoises Coke, right?
Number 4. David Walliams. Whilst many comedians might mature with their intended audience, David Walliams arguably went the other way.
Computer says no.
After the adult catchphrase-heavy sketch show Little Britain, Walliams catered to younger audiences as a writer and actor. His books, illustrated by legendary Roald Dahl collaborator Quentin Blake, were extremely popular with kids and gave Walliams the opportunity to adapt and portray his characters on TV. Unfortunately, his public reputation has been sullied lately, with accusations of impropriety both offstage, leading to his BGT sacking, and on it. For the hide the sausage routine during Little Britain's live tours, he forcefully stripped teenage audience members, knowing that they were underage.
All the way over here! Round of applause for our contestants!
Ultimately, a general perception of Walliams' overtly sexual comical persona having seedy undertones has grown and is catching up. Number 3. Noel Edmonds.
We have made it to the 100th and...
Noel Edmonds was a big draw for primetime family-friendly viewing. His eponymous Noel's House Party was reportedly the BBC's most important show, drawing huge numbers, creating theme parks, and, regrettably, introducing Mr. Blobby. Afterwards, the BAFTA-winning presenter jumped to Channel 4 for Deal or No Deal, itself a cult daytime classic. Yet perception of Edmonds has steadily dropped. Wanting to buy the BBC, Edmonds took particular umbrage with their Welsh language service. Worse, his increasingly bizarre pitches for £2,000 EMP pads, which he alleged cured his cancer, involved claiming other patients' negative energy caused theirs. The public bit back over this victim blaming, voting Edmonds straight out of I'm a Celeb, costing ITV his £600,000 fee. Despite contentious views on immigration, he migrated to New Zealand. Number 2. Jimmy Savile.
You also used to be a wrestler, is that right?
Still am.
Still am.
I'm fit in every girls' school in Britain.
Jimmy Savile's crimes, amid allegations that they were covered up, sent shockwaves throughout the UK still felt today. There were those who felt something was off about the tracksuit-clad DJ, who received a plethora of light entertainment shows to front. Top of the Pops drew the teenage demographic, while Jim'll Fix It, ostensibly a show devoted to making dreams come true for young applicants, was family viewing. But Savile's true heinousness beyond TV knew no bounds, and whilst there's much speculation over how much broadcasters knew, the realisation shocked audiences young and old. In life, he escaped prosecution, but in death, whatever protection Savile had was gone, his knighthood stripped, and Operation U-Tree formed to ensure another Savile didn't go unpunished, his dark legacy.
At Broadmoor, Britain's high-security psychiatric hospital, he got his own set of keys.
Number 1. Rolf Harris.
G'day. Welcome back to Animal Hospital.
The disappointment resulting from Operation U-Tree was arguably no more felt than over Rolf Harris. For over 60 years, the Australian made a home and a name here in the UK, initially through his art, and then through his eccentric musicality and warm presenting style. He was everyone's favourite TV mate, uncle and grandpa, appearing on children's television as himself or with animated characters, popular viewing across all demographics of all ages. But in 2014, Operation U-Tree investigated Harris, and his true, evil nature was found. A predatory snake in the grass, who was such a good guy on the outside that it was inconceivable he was such a criminal deviant underneath. Harris, a multi-generational childhood hero, was a villain of the worst kind.
He denies 12 charges of indecent assault dating between 1968 and 1986.
Are there any childhood villains that surprised you as heroes in adult life? Tell us about those good guys in the comments.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.